Hi guys, it's going to be the last lesson of the pod. I wanted to talk today about verbs that do not end with AR. This is for verbs that end with ER or IR, and they work similarly to AR verbs, but they have a slightly different rule for each ER and IR verbs. So let's take a look. Okay, just as a general review, like with AR verbs, we're going to be working with the 6 different groups of pronouns. So, of course, you've got yo always at the top left, I. Tu always below it, which is you, friendly. Él, he, ella, she, and usted, you formal, always in the bottom left. On the upper right, in the plural groups, we've got nosotros, nosotras for we. Below that, vosotros, vosotras for you guys. And then at the bottom right, you've got ellos, ellas, and ustedes, they and all of you formal. So, we're going to be using this chart to apply how to break apart ER and IR ending verbs and add our new endings. So every verb has 2 parts, just like with the AR verbs. You have the AR ending, and in this case you have the ER or the IR ending, and then everything that comes before it. So the ending is the AR, ER, or IR, and then the first part before the ending is your stem. So we've got a few examples here, different words that you might encounter that are pretty regular. Comer, to eat. Beber, to drink. Aprender, to learn. Comprender, to comprehend. Correr, to run. The IR side, you've got vivir, to live. Abrir, to open. Discutir, to discuss. Asistir, to attend. This is a false cognate. And descubrir, to discover. Let's look at the ER verbs first. So what you'll do is you'll take the ER off the ending, and then for each subject pronoun that belongs in each box, you will add an ending. So, after removing the ER, the yo form will have an O ending. The tu form will have an ES ending. The él, ella, usted forms will have an E ending. The nosotros form will have an EMOS ending. The vosotros form will have an EIS ending. Notice the accent, just like the vosotros form with AR verbs. Accent always on the last, the corresponding vowel. And then finally, you've got an EN ending for ellos, ellas, and ustedes. So let's see what that actually looks like when you use it on a verb. Here's the verb to eat. Of course, everybody loves this verb, comer. So what happens is you take away the ER, and then you have COM, and then we'll add our endings. So if it's I eat, it will be yo como. You eat, tú comes. He or she or you formal eat. Él, ella, or usted come. The second side, or the plural side, we've got nosotros comemos. Vosotros coméis. And then ellos, ellas, ustedes comen. Another example. Beber, to drink. Yo bebo, tú bebes. Él, ella, usted bebe. Nosotros bebemos. Vosotros bebéis. And then ellos, ellas, ustedes beben. IR verbs work very similarly. Everything is the same except your nosotros and vosotros forms. So the upper right box and then the second box on the right hand side. Those are different. Everything else you'll notice is the same as an ER verb. So an example of working with endings for an IR verb, we've got vivir, to live. So the yo form, yo vivo. The tu form, tú vives. The él, ella, usted form, vive. The nosotros form, vivimos, with that IMOS instead of an EMOS. Vosotros, vosotras, vivís, with just an IS accent ending. And then finally, ellos, ellas, ustedes, viven. One last example of an IR verb. We snap off the IR to abrir, to open, and then we'll add our endings. I open, yo abro. You open, Tú abres. He, she, or you formal open. Abre. We open. Nosotros abrimos. All of you guys open, my friends. Vosotros abrís. And then finally, they or all of you formal open. Abren. So when you're doing your endings, please note ER and IR are very similar, except in the nosotros, vosotros forms.